Welcome back to another episode of Jorgo's Garage. I just did an intro, but the sound quality was terrible, to be expected from me. So I've got some earphones and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it sounds better. If it doesn't, it is what it is, I'll get to it someday. Anyway, onto this thing. What have we done? Interior is mostly pulled apart, little bits, odds and ends. The back's pulled apart. So how about we do the sides and the front, eh? I'm planning to get it sort of ready to cut and patch some holes, fill in some holes, and then I think we'll be up to at least painting the engine bay. I'm still trying to find side panels and front bumper, got a rear one sorted. So yeah, as for the wheels, haven't had much luck so far, eh? So the issue is, I need to get these bad boys out. And all of the tools I've found to remove them go over the lug, not inside the lug. So I think what I might, that's probably louder for you than it is for me. What I might do is, I might see if I can find a genuine one online, or I'll just worry about it in the future, Yeah, so we're gonna pull this off, that off, some stuff in the engine bay, that mirror right there, maybe the fuel cap, who knows, life's a mystery. Nice. Alright, so I've just got changed into something a little bit more professional. Land of the Rising Sun t-shirt, green shorts, and obviously the safety boots. It's a big job, safety first. So I think first things first, I was going to take this off, and then I was looking at the mirror and I was like, I might take that mirror off. And then I seen something that you don't normally find in one of these. An egg. I've cracked it open, and there's a little dinosaur inside. I don't know how well you can see that. Leo seems pretty interested. But I think my girlfriend's playing tricks on me. Anyway, let's get into this. First things first, the mirror. Obviously fixed to the outside, that's where you need it. Fixed to the outside from the inside. Crazy shit. Basically this little plastic panel, I need to pull this off, but I need to be careful with pretty well every plastic panel on this car because it's not easy to find. Like, I found these rear seat belt covers on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, if you want to take a guess how much they were. However much you guess is wrong. I probably paid more than that. It was stupid, but I have them now, so sweet. So let's start off with my cool little kit. Pull something that's got a bit of an angle on it. A little bit flat on the other side. So I just want to slowly get that off. And that was too easy. I was actually fucking scared I was gonna do some damage. And I didn't, so what can I say? Too good. Now, we got 3 10mm bolts, a little plastic clip here, and some quality craftsmanship. Pure fucking quality, that is. Artiste. So, little plastic clip. On the inside, you should be able to feel it. This one I cannot actually, it sits in a ridge, but they just pop out anyway. So, they got 2 little twangs, kind of like an anchor, I guess. Clip in, twangs, pull apart, stops it from releasing. You get behind there, squeeze them together, pop it out. Pretty simple shit. Not a lot of people know that though. A lot of people are gorillas, they'll just fucking heave on until it snaps. 3 bolts. Here at Tractor with Phillips head, the trusty Trojan. Big money this shit. There's Snap-on, there's Trojan. As I undo this last one, so I've already got 2 out. I kind of speed ran that. As I pull out the last one, it is the only thing still holding that in there. So the last thing you want to do is undo it from this side and your mirror just drop, because again, 30-year-old car, expensive parts, blah blah blah, we know this. Just like that. She's out of there. So it's nice, it's very nice. It's like the more I work on this and the harder the parts are to find, the more I enjoy the original looking ones. So, you know, don't get me wrong, a Rocket Bunny kit on a 180, fat, with the ducktail wing, but Type X 180, nice, you know, there's a difference. Mirror off, sweet. So next up, side panel, pretty standard, just one screw down the bottom here, and then I believe it's either a push and slide sort of thing, pull and slide to get it out, or it might just be a pop off. We'll find that out when we get there. Screws out, I can feel it, it wiggles a bit. I don't want to go snapping it, so see if we can't get this rubber out and have a bit of a better look at what's going on. Alright, so it's probably a good thing I didn't just keep pulling, because there is a little metal bracket in here. I'm not sure if the bracket's gonna help or if it's just there to hold that rubber in. So that there is a little metal bracket. I'm going to write on this so that I remember where it goes when it all goes back together. When in doubt, pull YouTube out. I think that might be the go, but I have a little bit more to play around with. Here's plastic clips, and I'd almost put a wager on I'm going to break and pull them out. So let's just try with these, eh? Didn't break them. Fuck, look at me go, hey? I impress myself, I really do. I'll tell you what, these are the best things I've ever owned. Like, if I had known these existed when I started my apprenticeship, would save me getting the pointy nose and breaking them so many times, like stupid amount. Alright, door rubber out. I know what I'm like when this goes back together. Take it from me now that I'm going to be struggling to remember where some things go, because I just tell myself, I'm like, I'll totally label this, I'll totally remember. Never do. Imagine 30 years ago, a whole factory full of people standing one after the other doing the opposite of what I'm doing right now. And they're making money doing it, and I'm spending money doing it. I know obviously they're going to hit cars, but still just crazy, hey? Just crazy. You fucking be okay. Sweet. I thought that's the top cover there. I thought that was going to be like clips the whole way down, and I was going to have to do the same thing, but it was actually, it's part of the rail, so mint. So that's the rust that I could just see peeping through. It is a really good idea, not to toot my own horn, that I pulled that off just to check out the rust to repair it anyway. Some people, they might have been, you know, someone else bought this, they might have been too excited to just get the car back on the road, just slap a SR in there, buy any bumpers, fenders, whatever, and just get it back on the road so they could own a piece of JDM history. But yeah, it's like if you leave that sort of stuff, it's gonna bite you in the bum. It's gonna come back 10 times worse. It's gonna ruin your car basically. And when you're young, you don't really have the money or the time to do it, you know. Not saying that I'm old or anything, but to do it properly. And who knows, just by repairing that and whatever else, the other little rust spots, I might be adding quite a few years to this thing's lifetime. I'm not saying I definitely will, because if I sell it, there's a good point someone's going to wrap around a pole, but you know what I mean. So that's this side done. I now know what I'm doing on the other side, so I'll smash out the other side real quick. I'll just time lapse it. Mirror's already off. Ready, set, go. Alright, done. There's a bit of kerfuffling around and what have you, but this rust here is just as bad, if not worse. Yeah. So I'm not going to be cutting and welding for a little while. I still need to buy welded material. Practice is probably the most important thing. So this here, instead of just sitting and letting it get worse, I'm going to hit it back with a wire brush and put some either fish oil or some sort of rust killer on it, just to stop it from spreading. Because I plan to get it done, you know, within a year or whatever my time frame was, like that's how much I care, doesn't mean it will get done within that time. So I probably went out of camera just then, so I'm gonna say that part again. I'll leave the latches on so that the doors aren't just opening on their own. The light switches, like the door switches, I'm gonna leave on there as well, because everything's still a bit of a mess at the moment. I might put it somewhere and lose it. Don't you knock over my phone. Oh, you're so good. Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna leave the sides. And onto the front, the engine bay, the lights, the front bar, washer bottle, blah, blah, blah. And go in some. Alright, so a bit done, a bit left. I forgot to put my headphones in, so hopefully this audio is okay. I'm not bringing that roller door up and down again. Yeah, headlights off, front little bar off, window washer bottle out. Bring it in for a bit of a close look. So, brake booster gone. All the wiring and the emissions and stuff down there gone. I got the brake lines left to do. I've got the power steering pump to come out. Need to go around and collect all of these bolts, bag them up. Tried to get these out, but the nuts are just spinning, so I'm gonna have to go buy some vice grips to get them out. But yeah, bit tidier. Brake lines left to come out. Need to get to the brakes to do it. Could probably do it under the car, but I'm just gonna wait till I get the wheels off. Power steering and all of that still needs to come out, but again, I'll just do that when the wheels come off, that way I can pull the whole rack out. And suspension, I'm gonna go around, pick up all of the nuts and bolts off of the whole engine bay, everything like that, bag them up, label them. Same as the stuff I pulled off earlier today, but as far as this goes, it's looking a bit more empty. Next time I'm filming again, I'll be pulling the wiper motor out, or the wiper assembly. Hopefully I'll have a tool to get the wheels off, and then I can do all of that, empty the engine bay. But once the engine bay is empty, I'll go through, I'll clean it up, and then I can at least put some primer on. The rest of the car, I'm not going to do until I have all of the parts and I've cut rust and everything like that. But as far as the engine bay goes at this point, it's just surface rust. But once I clean it up, who knows, I might need a weld and it might throw me back a bit. But yeah, that's episode, I believe, episode 4.